Holy shit, folks! Do we have a jam-packed episode today?
Yeah, lots going on today.
There's so much going on. I was tripping out a little bit today trying to figure out how we're going to get this all in because we have a draft today with Chuck from Chuck's Corner.
Yeah.
We have JJ Hunter joining us to talk fantasy baseball.
Yeah.
Which he's in our fantasy baseball league and where he's dialed in, he's killing the league right now. Currently in second place. We're going to chat with him. But we got to start the show off with this. We have a very special announcement.
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
That's definitely fair to say. We hinted towards it last week.
Yeah, we hinted towards last week. So we had a meeting last Tuesday with a website that we're looking to work with, or an app, I guess I should say, right? More of an app than a website.
Yep.
That we're looking to work with, and they were looking to work with us. So we had a meeting, and we weren't exactly sure when we recorded last week what was going to come from that, but as of now, we are affiliated with betstamp. It's called
betstamp, baby.
We are affiliated with betstamp. They're not. So we're gonna try our best to explain all this here.
Yeah.
And we're
once you get the gist of it, it makes sense. But
yeah,
to get there, it takes a little bit.
And we're still learning about the app and everything, and we're just getting set up too.
Yeah.
With it, so it's definitely a work in progress on our end, but we will definitely have more for you next week. Mm-hmm. But we're affiliated with betstamp, and I need all you guys right now. Anybody that has ever placed a wager, and even if you haven't, because it would support the boys. Go to betstamp.app/Ontario and download the app called Betstamp. And then there's a referral code at the bottom. The app doesn't cost any money. It's a free app.
Free ad.
There's a what'd you say?
I said free ad, but it's a free app.
Yeah, free app.
Yeah.
There's a referral code at the bottom. Type in Chump.
Yeah.
It can be caps. It can be non-caps. Just type in Chump, and they'll know we sent you. And do you want to try to give a quick breakdown of what this app does, and I'll fill in?
Yep. So basically, what was it? A couple months ago, or I guess 3 months ago, probably now. Ontario is now legal for a bunch of different betting websites. Before we had pretty few options, but now there's really like dozens of different betting apps that you can get in Ontario now. So basically, what Betstamp does,
everyone sees the commercials too. They're everywhere. Like there's sports books opening up.
That's
like,
every other
everywhere.
Commercial.
Yeah.
Basically, what Betstamp does, like let's say we're betting on the Jays game tonight. Let's say the Jays are playing the Yankees tonight, and we want to find our best buck for Jays money line tonight.
Which money line means for people that don't bet, money line just means Jays to win the game.
Yeah, Jays to win the game. Yeah. So you go on Betstamp and you'll click on the Jays Yankees game or whatever, and Betstamp will lay out all the different betting websites and their odds
that you select.
Yeah, that you select or that you want to see. You can selectively make it, or you can just see all of them together. And basically, it'll show you what app gives the best bang for your buck on the Jays to win that game, or whatever you want to bet on, whether that's the spread or there's different things that you can obviously bet on within a game. But basically, this app, it tells you which betting website gives you the best odds at what you want. So if you're really feeling something, and like he was even giving us examples when we were talking, like let's say
I'll do an example for the example you just gave for Jays, right? Because you could go on Bet365, which is a sports book, a pretty standard one a lot of people use, and the Jays to win money line might be plus 220. So we've normally bet in decimals. Yeah. So
just makes more sense for our tiny brains.
For our tiny brains. Let's do an example in decimals as well. So
let's say the Jays are at 2.1 or whatever.
2.1 and then plus 220 on Bet365. And then on say on Betway, they're at plus 170. So that's a pretty decent difference. Yeah. And if you're on Betway, you can type in the bet you want to make at the top, and then it'll show you all the different sports books and the odds for all of them. Yeah,
which would be like 1.7 versus like... So sometimes there actually can be like pretty significant differences on which you're betting. And it's honestly like before I was never too sure about having multiple betting accounts. But just from like what we've learned so far, and it really does make sense to have a few different accounts. And again, you don't have to put, all your money in one basket. It's kind of cool to spread it out a bit. Look for your best odds whenever you're feeling something that you really love. And
I don't know if I would assume anybody that has ever gambled before can relate to this one, but Matt and I have done this a million times. We'll go through stages where like, all right, we're betting $5 a day. Once a day we're betting $5 a day. Let's see what we can work this to. Like, let's see what our units are at. Because like say we have $5 units. That's the other thing with betting. And if you have any questions about any of this gambling stuff, message us, because like we don't know everything, but we'll be able to fill you in if you don't understand anything we said. But we're really excited to be with betstamp. This is going to be fun.
It honestly is a sweet app too, and you can even create your own profile.
Super easy to use. And what I'm maybe most excited about, I think you too.
Yeah.
And this part we don't fully we haven't
got into it yet, but we will be.
Yeah, we gotta get our accounts set up more and figure out exactly how to do it on the app. But there is a way shortly that you'll be able to see Chump Talk as one of the exclusive bettors on the site. Mm-hmm. You'll be able to see our page and all our picks, and it'll be tracking our progress.
Yeah.
On betting. So we're gonna do a bet a day. If we don't like a day, maybe we won't make a bet, and we'll tell you what our units are.
Yep.
And we'll tell you if it's a 1 unit, a 2 unit, a half unit play.
Yeah.
And we'll make the bet, and if you guys want to ride the boys, which I suggest doing.
Yeah, and even for the people that want to keep track of their own bets too.
Yeah.
Like you can like this app doesn't necessarily put in the bet for you, but let's say you found one that you like on Bet365. Mm-hmm. You go to Bet365, you enter your bet, but then you can also enter your bet on Betstamp. You're not actually placing money on it, but you place the bet as if you did place it, which, and
that's
then
good.
Basically this app, it keeps track of your profits, your record, and all that, your units.
Yeah,
so
that was good. That was good for you to say, because I was going to forget that. You're not actually placing the real money bet ever on this Betstamp.
No.
You're just tracking your progress, and you can see what other people are doing, and you can see all the lines, and you can see where you have to go actually put your real money on.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're super pumped about Betstamp, and again, download this app. Wait, let me find that link again. betstamp.app/Ontario. So download that app, and there's a referral code after you go in. Scroll down to the bottom. I think you can find it. Make sure you write Chump. And then you'll see some sports books too that maybe you didn't even know about. And a lot of them, when you sign into these new sports book, like I just did, I had never been on Bet365. I put some money in, and
I'm excited about that.
The first $1 you spent, you got $250 of bet credits. On Bet365, and I ended up betting the over in one of the Jays games last week. I forget which one it was, but I think I turned 35 into like 89.
Really?
It was a huge bet.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I was pumped about it. So, if you wanna search, a lot of these apps have great promos too when you sign up. So you can go sign up, play with your free money, and then get out of there if you want.
Go on a few apps at least and check them out.
And Betstamp, that's the beauty of Betstamp. They're not going to push you for any of that. They don't care if you go in and then maybe you don't like that one.
Yeah. Another key thing though, if you do choose to download some apps you don't have yet, you can actually click the link on the Betstamp app.
That's what you need to do.
That's what you need to do, because that helps out Betstamp big time as well.
That helps out Betstamp,
which also helps out us.
Exactly. So yeah, if you
want a new account on a new app, hit the link from the Betstamp app.
Yeah, which we both just did for like 5 new apps. So our phone's full of them now. But we're excited, and we're going to tell you guys lots more about Betstamp in the future. But we wanted to start off the episode by talking about them because we're super happy to be partnering with them, and we'll see where it goes, and we'll have more information for you guys in the future. Right?
Absolutely.
But now we do have an exclusive. Or did I forget something?
Well, do you want to talk a little? We haven't talked about the latest Leaf signing yet, the bigger one, Jankowski or whatever, or what's that guy's name? The centerman?
Jankowski?
No.
Did they sign somebody today?
No. This was after we did our emergency epi last week. The Leafs have really only had like one impactful signing after that. Well, a few really. The centerman, Calle Yarncrook. Is that who they signed? 4 years at like $2 million a year.
Was it Calle Yarncrook?
Were you not like present the last week?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's him though. Now I know what you're talking about, but is it him?
Yeah, I think it might be Calle Yarncrook. No, I'm just saying that we almost got to talk about it because it's almost imminent that the Leafs are going to make a trade real shortly here because they also signed 2 defensemen, Jordy Ben and Victor Mete.
It was Calle Yarncrook. You're right.
Oh man, look at this.
Yeah,
I was right.
Yeah, you're right, but I don't think he's a centerman.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
Big trade. I don't know. I don't know too much about him.
No. Okay. Well, I don't either. But
yeah.
No, I'm just curious to see because the Leafs are technically over the cap now. So
and they signed
Pierre. It obviously means they signed Engvall for 1 year, 2.25 or whatever. But no, I just think big things are going to happen in Leafs Nation shortly. But
there will.
Obviously, it's off season, so no one really gives too many shits.
No,
but
I agree. There will be something big soon.
Yeah.
but I think it's a good time to, because we got a jam-packed show.
Yeah, we do
here.
have a jam-packed epi.
We
got lots of time.
Exclusive, and sorry if you're tuning into this interview thinking we're going to talk to JJ Hunter about music, you're sadly mistaken about that one. Yeah, he might be in a star country band called the Hunter Brothers, and you might hear him on the radio all the time. But we're going to talk to him about fantasy baseball.
Let's go.
So now we have our interview with JJ Hunter. Okay, on the phone right now we have fantasy member of the Chump Talk 2.0 League and country music star JJ Hunter. How's it going, JJ?
Hey guys, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on again.
Was that an okay order? I feel like you're best known for your fantasy play now, and then music second, and ex-professional hockey player.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I was just telling you guys before we hit record that the fantasy keeps me entertained between being out on the field in the middle of nowhere and then on traveling to and from gigs and morning and evening. It keeps me on my toes.
You're currently sitting second in the league, just one game behind Cody. Cody, he had the biggest lead for a while there, and now I think you just played him last week, right? And you actually beat him, so you closed that gap to one game. But we're kind of at that midway point here. We're on a 3 or 4 day break or whatever it is. Give her a little bit of a report card on the offense and on the pitching as well.
Are you talking across the league or
no? Just for your team, yeah.
Oh yeah, well, first of all, it's other than you guys and then my one friend, I don't know anybody in the league. So I'm kind of playing guys blind each week, and offering trades to guys I don't know and don't know what they're thinking on the other end. But on a personal level, my team took a little bit to get going the first couple of weeks. The guys were a little bit sleepy, but I'm hoping my biggest thing right now is I feel like I've in a decent spot in the batting. It's going to be the pitching that could come and bite me. I traded a couple of guys away, and hopefully that doesn't bite me in the end.
I got one of those guys, Tristan McKenzie.
Yeah, he's been great.
He's been great lately, but I definitely do miss Winker as well, though. I'm just looking at his stats. He hasn't really turned it up though for you.
Yeah, Winker's just the last couple of weeks he's been doing a lot better. So finally, kind of maybe getting comfortable in Seattle. I'm not sure, but that was kind of what I was hoping for. But McKenzie's been solid. I've thought of sending you a message saying you want to reverse the deal, but
well, you can have Drew Smith. I dropped him. He was part of the deal too.
That's right.
Who's been your biggest surprise? I feel like Kyle Tucker ranked 19th has to be up there.
Yeah, I got him in a lucky trade off the bat. I read something on one of the leagues. I'm on a couple of different leagues and read something on one of the forums that said, hey, make an offer for Kyle Tucker right now while he's struggling, see if you can't pry him loose. And I did that. Unfortunately, I did. And he's been good. I don't know. There's been a number of surprises. Matt, I just offered you a deal, but you turned him down for
Kluber.
Neil. He's been solid. No,
I did have to think about that one. If I had more pitching depth, I could have definitely seen myself accepting it. But pitchers, it's hard to come by recently, and I haven't had the healthiest rotation either. But
well, that's been the hardest thing probably for me to adjust to with the league is having 20 teams.
I know.
If you don't draft well, or a couple of your guys, that's been one of my, fortunate things. I've had some guys go down, but it's been mostly brief injuries. Whereas if one of your top picks goes down with a long-term injury, that can really cripple you for the year. So that's been one of the hardest things is not having that ability to, pick up the pitchers. I'm in a different league and it's only 8 teams. And so every day you've got the option of 5 or 8 different pitchers that could have a great night for you. Whereas here, you might get lucky and get someone, but you're kind of picking from the bottom of the barrel.
Definitely.
Talk about the acquisition of Pete Alonso and what that means to your clubhouse, because I think he's for sure the highest ranked player to be traded this year.
Is he a locker room
Nobody
guy?
hits bombs quite like Pete, although he was a bit of a lackluster performance at the home run derby last night compared to the other 2 years. But Pete, I mean, everyone would die for a guy like that at first base.
That trade was offered to me. And I think What have you guys? Which one, Matt or Brady? Did you guys offer for? You offered me a trade for Bassett earlier, but
that was me, I think.
I've had him for 2 years in all. I've actually had him in all my drafts, and I feel like he's been a sleeper that has been unreal for me the last 2 years.
Who's this?
And so Bassett, who is with the Mets.
Oh yeah.
Pitcher. And the Hound, and so I've been really happy with him. But then the guy offered me for Diaz and him, and I kind of jumped at it. So that's where I'm worried I made a short staff myself on the pitching end. But you can't not take Alonso. He's unreal. He can be a little bit streaky sometimes. So if he gets hot at the right time, especially you get into playoffs and he gets hot, then that could be a good pickup.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of fantasy manager you are, because I know I can be a bit of an emotional fantasy manager. I sometimes I'll sit my stars just to try to send a message to them sometimes. Is that do you have any tactics to get your guys going?
Yeah, exactly. Whatever it takes. Wow, that's one of the most frustrating things with a guy that can get going. It's like, just do something for me. But no, one of the things that I don't know, and I'm no expert. I don't know baseball. We talked hockey in our earlier conversation, and I know hockey a lot better. But one thing that I have learned from doing fantasy for a bunch of years is guys that have been good, typically, unless they're getting older and and it's just the end of their career, they usually come around at some point. So if a guy that's really struggling, usually you just have to wait him out. Although one guy that I've had on a lot of my teams for a lot of years is Mikey, and last year he was just kind of disappointing all year. But usually we hang on a guy long enough, he usually comes around. The numbers even out by the end of the
year. Is your buddy enjoying fantasy in our league? I know this is his first year.
Yeah, he sent me a message, and he's has made a few moves that I shook my head at a little bit. He's loving it. He said, I think I'm going to have a hard time making it into the top 8. I said, yeah. But he said, I love it. He said, I love it every day. So I sent him a message back. I said, you want to do a league every year? And he said, absolutely, yes, and yes. He said, so
perfect.
That's good. He's loving it.
Because I think we
want to make it like a 16-team keeper league or something, potentially.
Like get 16 guys that want to do it every year and then make it a keeper.
Yeah. If you guys do that, I've been wanting to join a baseball keeper league for years, because then the value, one of my biggest mistakes in the draft was I drafted Wander Franco ahead of Judge, one pick ahead, and I've kicked myself about that draft because Cody picked him up. Where's Cody from? Give me the scoop on Cody, by the
way. Cody works with me at we work at a home hardware together, and he is the nicest human you'll ever meet. He's almost one of those guys that's too nice. Like, he says thanks for everything.
He's actually in Italy honeymooning right now.
Yeah, he's in Italy on his honeymoon. I was just at his wedding last weekend.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
amazing.
So that's probably actually why you beat him last week.
Yeah.
now that I kind of put those two things together, but
Cody, exactly. I'm not surprised now either.
Cody's the best guy though, and he'll definitely be listening to this.
Oh man, that's amazing. No, he's got a solid team, and him and I picked back to back. I think he was 6th and I was 7th in the draft.
Yeah.
So I was gearing up. Trout was still on the board in the first round, and I was gearing up to take him, and he took him right ahead of me. And then on the flip in the round 2. I had Franco last year and liked what I saw and thought maybe he was going to have a breakout year. Been a little disappointed with injuries, but that was one of the draft mistakes. But when you look at a keeper league, you're mentioning having a keeper league.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, some of these prospects have a ton of value because you're looking down the road. It's not just for this year. So I definitely, especially. I like the idea of a few less teams, just so that you have a few more waiver options. I think that's a good thing. Just because then it gives a little bit of leeway. If you have a bad draft or a couple guys go down with injury, at least you're not completely out of it for the year. You still have a chance to make some maybe good moves and pick up somebody that was missed in the draft or whatever. So I'd be up for that.
Looking at Cody's team, I don't know how he has Bregman, Springer, Judge, Trout, Clevenger, like all those guys could have been like top 2 rounds in the draft.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I agree. He's got a stellar team.
Okay, do you have anything?
And Clevenger seems to be coming around too now after his injury. So.
He is.
Well, stepping away from the fantasy side of things, but keeping with baseball, just what are your thoughts on the Jays so far this season with the firing of Montoyo, and they're right in the wild card spot, but obviously everything is really close there. Just what are your thoughts on the Jays so far this year?
Yeah, and again, I'm not a baseball expert by any means. Probably like most fans, been a little bit disappointed. It seems like we just haven't been able to fire on all cylinders. The bats haven't been terrible, but they definitely haven't been, I don't think, what everybody's kind of expected them. And then our starting rotation showed a lot of promise, and with the breakout season that Manoah's having, with the season he's having, you would have thought with Brios and Ryu and Gosman and Kikuchi was a little bit maybe of a wild card, but the fact that they had all those frontline starters, and then to see us stumbling, I don't know. I'm really hoping that things awaken a little bit here in the second half. Saying that, I didn't expect the Yankees to have, in large part, a similar lineup to last year, have the year that they're having. That's been unbelievable. So then immediately puts you in a tough position when that first place team or that place kind of locked up, or it seems like it's already. But I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts?
I'm not worried about them personally. I actually think they're gonna have a huge second half, and I'm on Twitter all the time just fighting people about the Jays. So I'm in full defense mode about them. I find myself and my buddy who's actually in the league and in this room, and he's gonna ask you a question in a sec. But we're both on Twitter. We found ourselves defending Bradley Zimmer for like 2 hours last week.
It's not easy to do.
No. Bradley Zimmer, the fourth outfielder that gets like 2 at-bats a week and comes in the ninth inning to make some catches. But in this room, actually, with us, JJ, we have Brown Street Bruisers, who's in the league. He's my brother. He helps produce it. And then we also have...
Nice.
Yeah, it's his first year in fantasy, too, and he's in 5th place. I don't know how he's doing it. I would side towards the luck, but I think he'd argue that. So Brown Street Bruisers doing all right. And then we also have in the room... and he wants to ask you a question. It's probably known to you as King Street Quans, but now he's Schneider's All Beef. So he's been you've probably seen him in the pending trades a couple times this year. But he made a trade with your buddy as well, and he just wanted to ask you a couple things.
Well, you've got good to see and meet you guys over the phone anyway.
We'll have to get together for a live draft some year, by the way.
I'd love that.
Well, JJ, I just wanted to say hi and wanted to make sure that you say hi to your buddy Ritzy Kid for me, and give him a beer for me. And
all right.
Yeah, and I think he's been doing some. I like that he's making moves, and I like that you're making moves. There's people in this league like Brown Street Bruisers that maybe you send them a trade and they take 3 weeks to get back to you on. And whatever, but no, I appreciate that you guys are active.
Yeah. It was so funny last week when Ritzy and is it Ritzy? We always say Ritzy, but it looks like Rizzy. What's his actual last name?
Yeah, it's Rizzy. His last name is Rizador. So he's from Hamilton. His name is Ryan Rizador. He was actually big defenseman, and I played pro with him down in Columbus of all places. But he spent some time with the Bulldogs when they were in the American League as well. And he's been a really good friend for a lot of years. We've just stayed in touch. As one of those guys that we've stayed in touch with. And when we do shows out in Ontario, we usually get together and go for sushi or something like that. So he loves baseball, and he would randomly send me baseball cards or whatever. And so then when this draft opportunity came up, he's been talking about joining a draft with me at some point, and so I invited him, and he came in, but this is his first kick at the can, so he's learning the ropes. Like I said, it's not all the best moves.
It's tough to learn the ropes in a 20-team league too, though. And yeah, I was just saying though, it was funny last week when King Street Quans and Rizzy made the trade. He texted me and he's like, Rizzy was so nice. We messaged over the Yahoo app, and I love Ritzy Kid.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. He's a great guy. He was one of the clowns in the room.
Nice.
One of the guys who kept the room light all the time. So yeah, he's a great guy and a good guy to have. I love it. It took him. He didn't know what he was doing at first, so I actually had to walk him through, and he had his daughter help him with the app to get it installed, and then because he couldn't figure out, and then he dropped. Well, I sent one, Matt or Brady. Which one of you did I send a message to? Because he dropped Chris Sale.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, well, you could have just threw him on your IL.
Yeah.
Like just you got 4 spots.
Yeah, I think you said that to me because then you picked him up, right, and traded him back to him.
Yeah, I did, because I had a pretty high waiver spot.
Yeah.
And to be 100% honest, I felt that I got the better end of the Kyle Tucker deal. So I said, you know what? If I lose my waiver spot over there, it's worth it. I'll just send him back to you. So that's what we did. Just because he didn't know what he was doing.
Integrity. We're all about integrity too at Chump Talk. So that's good.
Oh. No, it's been a blast, guys. I really appreciate it. And it's a great league. Everybody's active and everybody's making moves. That's one thing I noticed right away. The other draft that I'm in, we've got about half the guys that are super engaged, and then you got a couple guys that just don't care. They make like 3 moves a year, and it sure makes it exciting when everybody's involved.
Well, JJ, it's been awesome talking to you, and it's been awesome competing against you this year. I hope me personally, I need to climb out of that 13 seed and up into the 8 seed, but it's a hill to climb. Looking at it now, there's a lot of teams to jump, but I'll find my way in there.
Yeah, you bet.
All right, thanks.
Thanks so much, guys, for having me. Hey, and we're playing out. How far are you guys from Lucknow?
Oh, like
where are you guys located?
We're like an hour.
Far. Yeah, under 2 hours.
Yeah. We're Kitchener Waterloo.
Well, yeah, we're there on the 26th of August. So if you guys need a couple tickets, just let me know, and we'll get you hooked up.
Okay,
absolutely.
We'll do that.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate you having me on. Hey, good meeting you other guys, too. What's first names for Brown Street and King Street Bonds, or Schneider?
I'm Connor. I'm Brown Street Bruisers.
You can call
Connor,
me.
awesome.
You can call me Chuck. That's Schneider.
Chuck.
Okay, awesome. Well, good to meet you guys, too. Hope to do that in person sometime.
Definitely. You're the man, JJ.
Thanks, JJ.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
You too. See ya. Massive thank you to JJ Hunter for joining the boys for a quick interview. Such a salt to the earth guy,
man. True beauty, like just a true beauty.
And not sorry to anybody that just wonders why we only talk fantasy baseball with him. Basically,
well, it's just we're just boys.
We're just boys.
We don't have to talk business all the time.
Exactly, boys, just chatting with boys, and it was nice. We do have Chucky joining us for a draft here, and as always, producer Dunk. But you already heard them a little bit in the JJ interview, so that was fun. But we got a fun draft here.
Very fun draft. We've been talking about this one for a few weeks. So.
It's been in the works. I don't think it was fun to do the fast food because every single person can relate to the fast food one.
Yeah.
This one, less people will be able to relate. But if you're a fan of Chump and you're a fan of sports at all, this will be a fun one for you, I think.
And we were always kind of tailoring this around getting Chuck on too, because we knew that Chuck's probably going to have some dark horses. I'm expecting for this type of draft.
Likely will.
So
but what we're drafting, I guess we
haven't even explained that.
Yeah, what we're drafting is the best professional sport team names. Nothing to do with
logos or colors.
No logos, no colors,
name.
and nothing about how they actually play the sport that they're in.
Or what sport it is.
It is. We have to be able to say what sport it is, and we'll put that in the graphic. But best professional sport team names. That's all. Just off the name. And we figured out our order before, so I think we should just get right into it, right, boys?
I'd say.
Okay. With the first pick in the best professional sport team names draft goes to Connor Duncan Gerber.
Producer you never say my name on this.
I know. Isn't it true? Just gave away.
Yeah, shit.
All right, Dunk. I'm very excited to see where you go here.
My first pick is the AA affiliate of the Los Angeles Angels, the Rocket City Trash Pandas.
I like it.
That's a good one.
I've seen it as well. I like that.
Yeah.
I know it nothing to do with the mascot, but their mascot's literally a raccoon coming out of a garbage can.
I like it. Trash pandas.
Yeah, trash panda.
That's what they call raccoons.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I've heard that before, but
that's cool.
That is kind of cool.
I like the pick, Dunk.
Yeah.
I like the pick.
Thank you.
I think I'm up next, right?
No, that's me.
It's Matt.
Yeah. Ooh, That was almost dangerous. I almost said my pick there. Okay.
Yeah. Well, this is a unique draft because it's hard to really know what's first round worthy versus what's not first round worthy.
It's going to be tough.
It is going to be tough, and I do feel like it's going to be anyone's game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just hoping this week isn't complete, like, rigged against me as like some of the previous weeks.
Well, we said we're not going to. Yeah, on the graphic, it's just going to be numbers.
That's true.
Names won't be on there. So Matt that is already making fuss about the voters.
I was just making that clear.
Okay. Well, I'm making it clear. If you finish bronze again, or off the podium now, because we got 4,
true.
It's possible you could be off the podium. That would be, you can't say anything about rigged then.
No, that's fair.
So if you finish 3rd or 4th, that's fair?
Yep.
Okay. What's your pick?
Okay. With my first pick, the 2nd overall pick in the best professional sports teams names draft, I'm going with this one with the uniqueness and the confusion of it. The Jacksonville Lizard Kings, the ECHL of the Chicago Blackhawks.
Didn't even see that one.
Yeah, the Lizard Kings. How do you, like, what's a king lizard, you know?
A king lizard? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of thought that one was unique, so I'm going there straight out of the ECHL. There's a few unique names in that league. Same with, there are a lot of, like, ECHL and AA I think are like the best for North American random names, but I do have some dark horses for later on from overseas too. So, but I wanted to take that one right away here. So
I went overseas for some research too. Don't think you're the only one.
No, I know. That's what I'm expecting. But the Jacksonville Lizard Kings, baby, let's go.
I'm gonna stay in North America for my pick too. I think it's going to look the best on the graphic out of any pick. And I'm going to go with the Wheeling Nailers. And Wheeling, West Virginia.
That's like taking the public, though, you know? The Wheeling Nailers. It is, like, I'm saying it's a great name, but it's like taking the public.
Standings.
Huge pander pick. Shock.
I'm okay with it.
Is what it is, yeah.
I'm okay with it.
No, you'll get the response.
Yeah.
You'll get the votes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Wheeling Nailers of the ECHL. Chuck. First ever draft, by the way. How are you feeling?
Nervous.
Yeah? And you got 2 picks right off the hop here, too. All right.
It was good to wait in the back, though, see how you guys pick, because not very well. Okay, I'm going to start off. First round pick here. I'm going the SPHL, which is the...
Swedish?
No, the Southern Professional Hockey League. It's like southern states like Florida, Carolina.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going with the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs.
The what? The Roan?
Roanoke is the town.
Okay. Rail Yard Dogs.
Rail Yard Dogs. But the cool thing about the Rail Yard Dogs is it's spelled DAWGS.
Oh, I like that.
And that'll pop on the graphic.
Yes, it will. Like dog.
Yeah,
like you're a dog.
Yeah, the Rail Yard Dogs.
You got that dog.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
And they got that dog in them.
Yeah.
I think they went 2-17 this season. So they need to find some dogs.
Yeah, they need dogs.
But we're just based on the name, so that's a name.
Mm-hmm. That is a name. I like that.
Now I'm going...
Ooh.
This is hard because there's only... I got a list of 8, and there's only 2 more picks.
Yeah. This is your second of 3.
I'm going with the AUDL. You guys familiar with that league?
No.
That's the Professional Disc Golf League. And I'm going with the Minnesota Wind Chill.
Wind
Chill. That's their name. The Minnesota Wind Chill. And I just think that's nails.
I like that. I didn't know there was a professional disc golf league even.
No.
So I give you.
It is a huge sport, though.
I give you lots of respect for getting your research into that league. Can I ask?
Yeah, I was going to say that one must have come off the dark web to find those standings.
Yeah. Can I ask how you made it there?
It wasn't even that dark. I did most of my research this morning on a betting app.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and just looking at the random stuff you could bet on.
You can bet on disc golf?
You can bet on disc golf, apparently, which I will be doing. And I was hoping there was a cornhole, because I know you can bet on cornhole. I was hoping there was teams in that, but they're all individual guys, unfortunately.
Oh, that would have been something.
But yeah, that landed me on the disc golf.
Okay. Yeah. I like the 2 picks. Dunk's kind of keeping track here. I would love to see the spelling on some of these that you're because you're just going strictly off hearing the word and then you're spelling it, right?
That is correct.
Okay, this will be perfect. Maybe we'll take a picture and get that out with the graphic.
It's pretty rudimentary.
It's what?
It's rough.
Rough. I've never heard. What's the word you said before that?
Rudimentary.
Does that mean rough?
Just means like shit.
I never heard that word. I like it. Okay, I'm going to go to AA baseball as well. This is the Rockies AA affiliate. Does anybody come across this in the research? Would you be able to say it?
I don't have it on my list, but I looked at all of them. So
okay, this is a pick, and it's kind of, I like the pick a lot because it relates to my life a little bit, and where I work mostly.
Okay.
It's called, the team is called the Hartford Yard Goats, and I just thought, hey, you know what? The boys out in the yard working, a bunch of them are goats.
Shout out.
Hartford Yard Goats. They are the Rockies AA affiliate. They got an awesome logo, and a fun fact about them too. Their team name changed 2 years ago to the Yard Goats, and they held a contest in Hartford. There was 6,000 entries on team names, and Yard Goats got the most votes.
No way.
Yeah, Hartford Yard Goats.
So it was based off a vote. That's probably how the dogs from Chuck's pick got
for sure.
taken too. There's no way someone's sitting behind the scenes going, DAWGS dogs, let's go.
Yeah, for sure. I think all sports teams should be done by a fan vote.
Why not?
We're the ones buying the jerseys. We're the ones spending the money.
Paying the bills.
Exactly. So, I like my board right now. Wheeling Nailers and the Hartford Yard Goats.
All right. We're jumping overseas here.
Okay.
With the 7th pick of the draft. We're going to the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters of the Nippon Professional Baseball League.
What's their team?
In Japan.
You're going to have to slow that down.
Have to say that again.
Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters.
Is it spelled like ham?
Hokkaido what?
Like ham. Hokkaido.
Don't spell Hokkaido to them.
Hokkaido.
Hokkaido
Nippon
Ham Fighters. It's a professional baseball league in Japan.
I like it. I like the pick.
Yeah, it was, I wasn't too sure about it at first because I found it just like from my searching. And then later on in the day, I was like, oh, I wonder if there's a site that just has a bunch of crazy cool names. And this was one of them. So I was like, maybe it's not as cool as I thought, but that's the Ham Fighters. Like, where else do you see the Ham Fighters?
I like it a lot.
I don't know, like, in Japan, do you think that one is voted on, or?
That's a good question. No, doubt it. They don't seem like the voting type.
No.
I don't know if that got political. I wasn't even trying to if it did.
Oh, great. Back into the politics scene. Let's go.
I don't even know if that is political. It just sounded political coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, but so I'm Jacksonville Lizard King so far in the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters.
Okay. I like it. The more you say it, I like it better.
And then we're back to Dunk here.
Oh yeah, Dunk.
Before Dunk goes, do you think ham in this situation is
ham
as we know it, or is it a Tokyo version, or a Japan version of the ham?
My assumption would be it means nothing what we're thinking.
But surprisingly, from looking at the team names, there were a lot that actually had English names from Japan.
Did you see the logo of the Ham Fighters? Was it like a pig?
I didn't see the logo, no.
Okay.
No, but I'll look it up. We'll Dunk's up here. And
do a little research on that one for us.
I'll get back to you guys. Yep.
That'd be great. Thank you. All right, Dunk. 2. And to finish your draft already.
Yeah.
We were quick here at Chump Talk, folks.
Number 3 is going to be tough, but my second here is another AA affiliate, this time of the Mets. It is the Binghamton Rumble Ponies.
Damn, my list. My next pick.
That was on my list too.
Oh man, I thought
Rumble Ponies.
I maybe should have done it instead of the Yard Goat. No, what? I should have saved the Yard Goats. I knew I could have got it later.
I was going to take the Yard Goats.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you would have taken whichever one
I would have taken the... Yeah, I would have.
Okay.
Exactly.
Perfect. Okay.
Well, the logo shows no indication that a ham would be involved with the organization, but Shohei Ohtani played there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Shohei, baby.
Shohei. All
Nippon
right.
Ham Fighters.
So they got some money, that team.
Okay. I got my last one here.
Binghamton Rumble Ponies.
Yes.
That's an awesome one.
Thank you.
Do you see the logo for that guy? Not that it matters.
It's a pony.
It's just a pony.
I had a picture of it. Yeah, it's just a jersey that says Rumble Ponies, but the mascot's a pony.
Okay. I like that.
Well, we all had Rumble Ponies, so it looks like a good pick.
It is a good pick.
Thank you.
It was on all our boards. Dunk.
Okay,
to finish your draft.
Is college allowed?
No.
That's NCAA.
Why is college not allowed, but disc golf is?
It's professional.
We
College aren't paid athletes,
Yeah.
technically. It's not professional. It's
Sorry.
amateur or something like that.
do we got you on the big time scramble over there now, Dunk?
A little bit.
Yeah, my name's Dunk. I'd like to go with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
We can riff it up a little bit while he finds another pick.
There are a lot of good college ones.
Yeah, there are. I saw some college ones too.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like this one. It's simple.
Okay.
It's you wonder why they chose that,
Okay.
but it's single A
Okay.
of the Mariners.
First time we're in the single A loop.
It's the Modesto Nuts.
Modesto?
Modesto Nuts.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think their logo is actual, like an actual nut too.
Nut
like
sack?
like a peanut.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
Not a nut sack.
I wasn't sure, man. How am I supposed to know?
That's a you problem.
All right. I like the pick. Dunk, your board's done then. Can we hear your full
let's hear
board?
the final three over there.
Yeah, I got the my first pick was the Rocket City Trash Pandas. My second pick was the Binghamton Rumble Ponies.
It's a big one for you, I think.
Yeah, and if I could go back in time, I'd maybe do a different third pick, but
Yeah.
I was the boys sent me scrambling there, so I chose the Modesto Nuts. Which
There's nothing wrong with the Modesto nuts.
It might get you votes. And now Matt's last pick, right?
Yep.
Okay.
This one I'm going with just because of the simplicity of it. It's we're actually a D1 baseball league in China, so this is like the top baseball league in China. You know, they got multiple divisions.
Yeah, I heard D1. And
No,
right.
we're in China here.
All right.
We're going with the Jiangsu Huge Horses.
Jiangsu Huge Horses?
Jiangsu Huge Horses. The word is messing me up.
Is it just huge? Like, is it spelled like huge horses?
Yeah, huge, like Huge.
Yeah.
Horses.
And then
Like a huge horse.
I'm excited to hear Dunk spelling on the first. What's the first word you said?
Jiangsu.
Jiangsu.
You're putting a little bit of weird something in the middle
Well,
because
I'm
I've just
trying to pronounce it correctly. If I say
I've spelled Jangsou, Jiangsu.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
it's not like horribly far off, but
Yeah, well, do I look like I
No.
speak or spell
No.
Mandarin?
well,
No.
you got to get the pronunciation right. But yep, so that's the third pick there. So I ended up with the Jacksonville Lizard Kings, the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters, and the Jiangsu Huge Horses.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. That might be finally the one that gets you out of the basement.
I should have went overseas too.
Yeah, there's some gold overseas,
There is some gold.
some diamonds too, just sitting there in the rough.
I
have a Norwegian women's league that I'm sitting on here. There's a team in that league. I'm just trying to
What sport?
soccer.
Okay.
Norwegian women's soccer league, professional.
Paid.
They're paid. And yeah, sure, I'll just go with it. Their team is called FL Fart. FL space Fart. And I can read you a little bit about the team.
Yeah. Do you know why they're called that?
FL Fart?
Yeah, FL space Fart.
Wow.
Yeah.
What does FL
Do
stand
they got
for?
a town? That's probably the town.
FL's.
That's the shortest town name I've ever heard.
No, it's probably
It's short form for a town that's called
Go ahead.
Try and pronunciate how the Norwegians would.
Fotballaget. Fotballaget Fart is a Norwegian football based in Vang outside Hammer. The club is most noted for their women's team, which played in whatever. They won a title in 2019.
Does fart translate to something different in Norwegian?
Fart is located beside the hammer.
Yeah, Fart is
Is that
located
what they
beside.
said?
Yeah, Kristen Beckfold started their careers at Fart. Thoresen Halstead and Kristen Beckfold, if anybody's familiar with them, Norwegian superstars. They started their career with FL Fart.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't love it, but I really want to. I was banking on Rumble Ponies, to be honest. Really wanted that with the third one, but FL Fart.
Is fart spelled normally?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to put it in Google Translate.
Yes, it's spelled normally. And then we have
it just translates to FIS, fizz.
Yep.
The FL fizz.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how it's said, but it's spelled fart. You can look it up. I got it. They got a Wikipedia page, so they're legit. FL fart. Chuck, take us home.
What was your third pick?
That was
Right.
FL fart. Right. Yeah.
Yep. Gosh, I got so many good ones. Should I stay in? Should I go back to Japan? Meet Pool over there?
It's up to you. You really got to think about what the voters are going to look at here. Are they going to see too much Japan? Are they gonna like the North American? Or you could just not worry about voters and
With your heart.
finish last every
I gotta
time.
go with my heart. I gotta look at. So I get the Rail Yard Dogs, and then I got the Minnesota Wind Chill. Mm-hmm. So nothing crazy yet.
First one's good.
All right, I'm gonna go to Japan.
All right.
Because why not?
Get crazy.
And it's kind of based on, I think, based on the theme of our last round and just kind of words that mean different things to different people.
Okay.
And could have different interpretations.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to the professional baseball league over in Japan. The Tokyo Yakult Swallows.
Tokyo what? Yakult?
Yeah, cool.
Yakult Swallows.
Tokyo Yakult Swallows.
Yeah, that's
I like the
that's a good name.
Like we said, folks, interpretation is big.
Do you guys remember playing Baseball Superstars on your phone when you were younger?
Yeah.
There was always a team name named the Swallows too.
Yakult.
That's a big thing in Japan.
Yakult Swallows.
It's a big thing.
Like what a monster might do,
Yes.
for example.
Yeah, like
What that team does with their glove, swallows the ball. I think that's what they're going for.
definitely.
Tokyo, Yakult Swallows.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, I love the pick.
Yeah.
I love the pick.
For sure.
Yeah.
Dunk, I would like you to read everybody's board out now, please.
Wow. All right.
Based off of your rating.
spelling.
All right. So we'll go in order.
Yeah, go in order.
Like, do you order picks or just my
You
team?
go yours, and then go Matt's next, and then me, and then Chuck.
Whole team.
Yeah.
Okay, my whole team is the Rocket City Trash Pandas, the Binghamton Rumble Ponies, and the Modesto Nuts.
Okay.
Matt's team is the Jacksonville Lizard Kings, the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters,
Let's go.
and the Jiangsu Huge Horses.
You got better as your draft went along.
Yeah, maybe.
I think so.
That's what the best players do.
Yeah.
Brady's team is the Wheeling Nailers, the Hartford Yard Goats, and the FL Fart.
I was waiting for something else. The FL fart.
That's what they are.
And Chuck's team is the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, the Minnesota Wind Chill, and the Tokyo Yakult Swallows.
I mean, I think all decently across the board.
Everyone's got a
even.
chance.
Everyone's got a chance. I think everybody has a good pick out there. Like everyone's gonna have a pick that people chuckle at. I think. And
For sure.
And I think that's the.
I think it's anyone's here.
it could be anybody's game here.
I don't think it's Brady's though.
We'll see. That's what you guys said about fast food. That's what you guys said about worst places to shit. And
I did say that about the shits, but
but
I'm pretty sure I won the fast food.
yeah, you did.
Yeah, it's
But
confirmed.
the shits I won by a lot though. And pet peeves? I think you guys
A
said
win
that?
is a win. Doesn't
Exactly.
matter if it's 11-0 or 1-0.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, you said you won by a lot, like that
Yeah.
mattered.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I still
It's
won.
a win. Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot
But
more
it
than
doesn't
you.
matter.
Like overall, a lot more points than you too.
Not by much.
Yeah,
If I came first and you fell off the board, we'd be tied.
yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Well, it's possible.
I'm not gonna be off the board, and you're not gonna be one.
We don't know.
We don't.
We don't know.
We really don't know here.
But odds are that it could happen.
Depends if we have got a bunch of Swallow fans around or not.
All depends on the viewers voting, I guess.
Yeah, definitely does. There's no doubt about that. Chuck, any final remarks from the draft? Do you like your squad?
I like my squad. I think I went a lot different than I expected to this morning when I wrote it out, but
Honorable mentions. Let's hear everyone else's what's on their list that didn't get picked.
I got a bunch.
I got the Lansing Lug Nuts, which is Jay's AA. Yep. I just think it's a cool, like, comes off the tongue nice.
It was going to be the Swallows or the Lug Nuts.
Yeah, I think you made the right call.
Mm-hmm. I got the Toledo Mud Hens.
I also have them. Yep. AAA for the Tigers. I just think the only other one I have on my list that wasn't picked is the Orlando Solar Bears, which is the AHL team, or maybe they're down to the ECHL.
I got the Akron Rubber Ducks.
Yeah. I saw that. I just think Orlando Solar Bears, I just think they're like, it's just such a feel-good name, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, and what's a solar bear, too?
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
It's a polar bear that wears sunglasses.
That is their logo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I had the Reedon Fightin' Phils, AA of Philly.
Okay.
Another one I had the classic Richmond Flying Squirrels of San Fran, also AA.
Seen it. Heard of that one. Chuck?
I had the Aberdeen Ironbirds, which is just a fun name to say.
Where do they play?
They're AA.
Okay.
And then the Sugarland Space Cowboys. They play a Pacific League.
Baseball definitely dominated the boards for us, like all around, right? Because we had a couple Japan baseballs and we had a lot of AA baseball. They just do it right. They do.
And think about how many teams are like low key in baseball.
That's
like
true.
Single A, double A, triple A right away there. You're 30 times 3.
You know what
90 teams there, plus there's even other leagues too yet.
You know what I'm kicking myself for not doing research on is I didn't look in like Del 2 league, like Germany's second leagues.
Yeah.
Or like Swedish second leagues. Because
I looked at a lot of those and they were all like, they had cool logos and stuff, but they had very German or sounding names, and most of them were just after the city.
You know what? One I was actually going to pick, and they're in the Abel, or not the Abel. That's Italy, I think. What's the Japan Hockey League that Jeff Lavecchio played in?
Yeah, I wanted to take that one, but they folded 3 years ago.
Nippon Paper Cranes.
No. Yeah, I know. I searched them up today because I was because I was looking at the KHL, just like the league and stuff, and I didn't see the team name, and I was like, are they not in there anymore?
No, they're not KHL.
Yeah, they were playing in the K, weren't they?
The Nippon
or
Paper
whatever,
Cranes?
or the Asia League or whatever it was. Yeah. But yeah, they folded 3 years ago.
I didn't know.
I wanted the Paper Cranes. So I was like right away. I was like, yep, that one's gonna be on my list.
Because we had a guest that played for the Nippon Paper Cranes back in his day.
But I followed suit with Nippon.
Is that near Hokkaido, Nippon?
It's right next door.
Hokkaido Nippon Swallows?
Like near the Ham Fighters?
Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters.
Oh, I mixed up the Swallowers and the Ham Fighters.
They're in Yakult.
Right.
Maybe if I win, I get a Shohei jersey of the Ham Fighters.
I think you should.
If you find one of those, that'd be pretty
Chuck
epic.
could probably find us one of those jerseys.
Yeah, true. Chuck knows the web.
Chuck, actually, after we're done recording, we need to put in an order.
We'll look at some things.
All right.
Chuck, do you guys want to talk sports before we...
Yes. We got like 5 minutes, I would say, Dunk?
Yeah, we're at 26 minutes here.
Okay, I'd say we got about 5 minutes to talk some sports. Do you got something for us, Chuck?
Well, a little news we were talking about before the recording, but I saw something on Twitter that you guys hadn't heard about, so I'll just read it.
Yeah.
And then I want a little live reaction.
Yeah, because you said it, but we didn't actually tell us what it was.
No, we got into the draft. So things are going bad to worse, it sounds like, over in Calgary.
Yeah, they're down bad.
Which is wonderful to see.
They're down bad.
Eric Francis, who's a reporter for Calgary, he's very close.
Heard of him?
Very close to things in Calgary. He said today on ESPN that St. Louis said he expects a possible Matthew Tkachuk trade to be wrapped up within the next week. He said it was clear to him the two are parting ways.
Oh.
Based on, and I guess yesterday there was an arbitration. Calgary elected arbitration so that
I did see
Tkachuk
that.
couldn't get offer sheeted, but it only gives him 1 year and then he's a UFA, so it's all...
What is going on in Calgary?
Like he's going to stay.
How can they go from like 2 straight years of being like kind of a powerhouse?
They were a powerhouse this year, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This year, everyone was all in Calgary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, if that happens, they're screwed.
And it's like, I know, and like, they got to get something for him because Johnny left for nothing. Like, Like, man, Calgary is in a very tough spot. Like, very tough spot.
Oh, Mike Commodore is gonna love this one if that happens. Did you guys see him go nuts on Twitter?
No.
He's like, he hates Canada for all our COVID restrictions and whatever.
Yeah, right.
So he's like, the reason Johnny Hockey left is because Canada had all these lockdowns. Like, no one wants to play in Canada right now. And I see, like, the Johnny Hockey, when people make the points about Johnny Gaudreau that he maybe just, like, wants to be in more of a chill market and not, like, talk to reporters, I can totally see that with him. Matthew Tkachuk's not like that, though.
But if you're a superstar, you're going to talk to reporters wherever you go, too.
Yeah,
like,
but you definitely got to weigh less in Columbus than you do
for
Calgary.
For sure. But, like, I don't know.
Oh, Calgary
is in a tough spot.
They'd be in shambles, and you got to love to see all that, eh?
Yeah.
As a Nux?
No, it's a good time in Canucks Nation.
Is it?
Yeah, for once, it's us not blowing up. It's another team in our division, so we'll take it.
Yeah, and then, so is Edmonton like the clear front runner of like the Western Canadian teams right now? Out of like the four of them, I guess, with Winnipeg in there.
Yeah, I guess they have Campbell now. Yeah, I guess Edmonton, and then the Pacific will be interesting because I think so many teams could get it. I think the Kings are going to be. I actually put a future that the Kings win the division.
Oh,
yeah, it's a little.
They just got Victor Arvidsson. Is that even his name?
Yeah, that was last offseason they got him, though.
Okay, who'd they get? Kevin Fiala.
Yeah.
They got Kevin Fiala. I knew they got somebody. Yeah, my brain's kind of turned off hockey right now, but that would be nuts if Calgary lost Tkachuk as well.
Yeah.
Jays, boys, going into the second half, we're okay.
Thoughts on a week of Schneider?
I love Schneids. Schneider all beef, new manager of the Blue Jays for anybody that doesn't know that. But I think he's the perfect blend of, like, everyone talked about Montoya being like too nice all the time, which I think guys like Vladdy and Teoscar and Bo and Lourdes, like those guys, maybe not Bo as much, but the other guys, they need a little bit of a player's coach, I think, to keep just like spirits high. But they also need somebody that, like, in a losing streak, or when you lose 2 or 3 to Oakland and then get swept by Seattle 4 straight, they need somebody that's just going to be like, okay, boys, we are way better than this. And from what I was reading, Montoya kind of stayed like positive during that times. And there's a time where coaches just can't be positive, and I think that's kind of what was the end of Charlie. So I think Schneider won't do that as much. That's why I'm excited about him.
Yeah, I think he has a great presence so far in the game, and yeah, I think between him and Pete, they're gonna keep running things, and like you said earlier, I think they're gonna have a great second half of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I agree as well. Like, Charlie, I think, is the perfect AAA coach to have him like Buffalo or whatever, but I just don't think it's, or maybe just another role on the bench, but just not the manager. Like, I love Charlie. It's tough to see him go, but
yeah, and I would definitely say about Charlie, I think he was the perfect guy to have there when Vladdy and Bo and all those guys were coming up.
Yeah, but now, like, this is like World Series aspirations here. Like, you got these guys at a lower salary.
No more.
You're not going to be paying Vladdy and Bo this price forever, so. Yeah. Now's the time. Like, definitely. You gotta, same with like guys like Manoah, they're making like basically league minimum. Like, your time to win is now. You got Chappie for, I think they got him for sure another year after this year. A guy like Springer, he's not gonna get any younger either. So win mode now. Definitely. You gotta do what you gotta do. I know they were over 500, but let's be honest, they should have been better than that. So.
Yeah, and it'll be an exciting second half, and there's I think a fairly exciting trade deadline for the Jays is coming too.
I think so too. I think so too. I don't know if it'll be a big arm or what it'll be, but it'll be something. And whatever it is, I do trust the management with the Jays. I really do.
Do you remember the year Antopoulos right at the deadline made the Price deal, made the Tulowitzki deal, and the team just got so hot?
Yeah.
I kind of think something big is happening on that front. I don't like
a Monta or Castillo or
like a Benintendi in the outfield, like something.
Well, not Benintendi.
Is he off to?
He can't play in Canada.
Oh, he's not vaxxed?
Yeah, the Yankees wanted him, but they decided they're not going to trade for him because they still play 6 more games in Toronto this year, and they want him for obviously those games. So the Yankees are out on Benintendi now, apparently.
And they could be playing playoff games in Toronto.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. So it won't be Benintendi, but
I kind of love that. I mean,
I don't think we'll be seeing him, unfortunately, but a guy like that would have been sick, though. Like, I think Benintendi is a very underrated player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I guess...
that dream is over.
I guess COVID still is affecting our lives.
Yeah, which is I honestly forget COVID's zero. Yeah. Pretty well every day now, but I guess it still is.
Yeah, it's not really there, I don't think.
No,
it's just
but
depends who you ask.
It still is if this dumb shit's happening where you can't you can travel through the border and all this now, but if you play for Kansas and you're not vaccinated, you can't come to Canada. It's dumb, but whatever. Not a politic pod, but just got to spread the light on that situation sometimes.
Yep, but it's been a blast one episode, and remember betstamp, download that app.
Get on it.
Download
Use
that
the Chump code. Yeah. Just Chump. Just Chump only, nothing else.
Capital
just
C?
No, it doesn't matter. Capitals don't matter, but when you download the app, make sure you scroll to the bottom and it'll say referral code. Yeah. Type in Chump there.
Free and you can do it at any time either. If you do forget about it when you first log in or whatever, you can do it after too. Just go to your settings or whatever. So
you're going to love it. If you do any gambling and want to track your picks and want to see other people's picks tracked, you are going to love this app.
Confirmed.
We're talking to you, Chuck, with that one.
Confirmed. I'm pumped to use it.
Yeah, Chuck wasn't with us for the first part of the episode for the breakdown we kind of did of the app, so we'll have to do that for you. But I know if there's anybody that's gonna love this app, it's you.
Yeah, you were explaining it to me, and it sounds like what we need. Yeah. Because we always forget the bets we make, especially when they're late in the night.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And there's other people listening I know need to get on this app as well, because I know we got a lot of friends that like to do some gambling, and we tweet about it a lot to our 12 followers each, and
just got a new follower today.
Attaboy, congrats.
Everyday Send, shout out him or her.
Thank you everybody for listening. Fantastic episode, fantastic draft. We'll see who comes out on top. Dunk, you're officially off. You're gone.
I'm gone for a bit.
Yeah,
I'll be back. You could call me.
All right, we'll give you a call, mate. We say goodbye to Dunk like 10 times, but he's officially gone this time. Good luck, Dunk, and bring home a lady.
All right.
I don't know what kind of ladies you're finding.
Or I'll stay.
Yeah, true. We might never see him again, folks. Peace.